And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Minnesota Vikings. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That was second down run for Murray. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Back to the ground. This time Cook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Watts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Back to throw. Watts. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Throwing on 1st down. Watts. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
To throw on 2nd down. Watts to Michelle on the dump off. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Sony Michel, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out comes Minnesota. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They'll run it now out of the gun. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Handoff comes to Cook. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 2nd down, Cook. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start on the ground with Geis. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Good.
Looking to throw. Watts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Watts. He'll check it down to Geis. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage.
Detroit!
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Gone!
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off play action. Watts. Throw left side complete. It's Stevens. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Looking to throw. Watts. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Sony Michel, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rowe. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Antonio Callaway in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And here come the Redskins now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Watts throwing the out route incomplete. That's Stevens. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays?
Those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watts. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Now we're a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake. Watts. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one good carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Micah Kiser was in on the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Vikings on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 16. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
So out now come the Redskins. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. Then he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Ten was 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Gun!
Off play action. Watts throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sims. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Leopard! Gun!
first down. Watts escaping the pressure right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball,
just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Watts over the middle, complete. It's Sims. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watts. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a play fake here on first down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. He'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Gets through, and now an opening. And he's into the clear. The 30, 20, 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, 75 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. An important two-point conversion.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. Check nickel. Black 99 Philly, here we go. Hot.
They'll try and run it here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty costs some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. Oh, good move. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
On the ground, it's Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. Pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked. Can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On first down, this is Geis. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. To throw on second down. Watts. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 9. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 43 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone.
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Their mobile, agile quarterback making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rowe. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And give him a gain of 37. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Eluding the pressure right. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Back to throw. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
The Vikings on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 14. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Throwing to start the drive. Watts able to find his running back, Geis, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Stevens. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he is going to lose yardage here. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Off the play fake. Watts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. They'll hand it down to Geis. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Washington, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.